Ladies and gentlemen, we are it's time!
I'm on a new level. 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 Want me a new chef? Want me a new chef? Put these niggas in the front. Niggas in the chat with the new belt. Want me some new belt. All my niggas put it work.
Welcome to Alpha 1-6. This is the second season. We're back, Prudential Center. It's been 2 years since we've been in this building, almost to the day, March 29, 2014. I'm joined by the man that I will be fighting later on tonight. A good friend, but tonight, things get a little weird. How's it going, Joseph Collins?
Hey, I'm doing good, man. How's it going with you, man?
It's going to get a little crazy tonight.
Yeah.
Main event. My title's on the line. We are not cage side tonight. We are actually in the back. They got us. We're already hooked up. We got all the monitors back here. It's a very simplistic setup. Not our lavish cage side seats. So we're going to be doing this monitor side, but it's going to be a great night. Going to be a fun night. Main event, I believe they're going to have Mike Ashman step in. He's going to be fighting here tonight. I think he's going to be stepping in and doing some of the commentary for our fight.
It's a good thing they have you doing commentary here tonight with me. Why you still got your teeth still.
It's gonna. We're gonna settle things in the ring, man. I'm not gonna try to get too much into that here. But we're doing this. But I'm gonna stay focused. Prudential Center. We're gonna get things started. I believe we're starting things off with Pal Cooper, a man who right now is on an 0-2. He hasn't won a single fight since being here in Alpha 1, taking on the newcomer H.J. Stewart. This is a brand new fighter. Really don't know too much about him outside of Alpha 1. Top-notch fighter. Out of Sweden, which is rare. I believe he was actually born in America, but he represents Sweden. He actually went got legalized as a Swede. I don't know how that legalized in speed. I don't know how that works. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see him step into this octagon. Heard good things, and we all know how kickboxing is an art form over there. It's a whole different. They see things differently. They have a different approach to European kickboxing.
Excited to see what he can do up against Cooper here tonight.
Well, that's the big difference. Is Cooper himself is a big Muay Thai guy. He's from the Hawaiian Islands. Yeah. So you're going to see a whole different style completely out of him versus what you're going to see out of Sweden. That European, real hard leg kicks, throwing almost everything you can to every kick. Where the Polynesian, Samoan, that Pacific Islander style, you're going to see more of a. I guess they're gonna say he's more of a Muay Thai, but it's more of a flow. It's more of a. They feel it in the moment. It's more primal.
Kickboxing versus Muay Thai, definitely. What Cooper I think needs to watch out, man. Needs to watch out for kicks to the face. I mean, come on.
Both need to watch out for kicks to everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much every fight, everybody gotta watch out for everything.
Interesting. H.J. Stewart has a gigantic reach, 5'11", 63-inch reach. Pal Cooper, he's I believe it said 6'3", but he's got a 62-inch reach. So that's going to play a big factor into the technically smaller man getting having that range. All right, here we go. H.J. Stewart, Pal Cooper.
Let's see what happens.
First. Oh, throws the front kick to the face.
Oh!
Both these men. Pal Cooper really has to get this win here. It's kind of a do-or-die moment for him. Going 0-2 here in the Alpha 1 cage, that's not a good thing. You should always... We kind of strive for to have the best.
Yeah.
So, let's see what happens there with him.
Yeah, Cooper's definitely going to have to prove himself. Stewart's going to have to prove himself also. But, you know, Cooper hasn't had a win yet. He's definitely going to have to pick up those wins.
Going 0-2 in the octagon, that's never good, especially debut. A debut loss, I believe he was knocked out in the first round. That's not a good introduction, I guess. But we'll see what happens here tonight. He's a wonderful fighter. He's very talented. And I think he was just overwhelmed by those first two fights, man. Professional debuts can be. Oh, and he's kicked to the ground. Leg sweep.
He needs to get up. There we go.
Oh, back spin kick at it. Stewart. Oh, another kick.
I'm starting to see some bruises,
Stewart needs to start protecting his head. Yeah, he needs to start keeping his hands up. He's got him in the tie clinch. He decides to break it up. I'm surprised by that. I would think, oh, but he's kicked in the face. And that's what you get. Like I said, I'm surprised. He should have kept the clinch. I think that was the dominant position for him.
Foot to the face. Could be fine with a broken nose right now and still continue, though. He's going to have to do everything he can to cover up his weaknesses. Make sure he doesn't show Stewart that he's hurt in any way, if he is.
Well, you can definitely see the Pal Cooper. He's throwing everything into all of his punches. That's he's gonna get gassed real quick. Oh, a left hand from Stewart. I'm surprised none of these punches have dropped Pal, but again, both of his losses came from him lying on his back to a wrestler, and this kind of gives him his kind of fight. It's a stand-up war. Stewart's a striker, kickboxer. Oh, that uppercut, that lead, or I guess was a lead, that left uppercut though. Both men, this is becoming almost a traditional kickboxing contest. Oh, caught him with the back of the head. He's going for the takedown, and this is smart. If H.J. Stewart can control the ground, this is where he's going to win this fight. Pal Cooper has lost twice here. So, I noticed that he's also wearing the ankle braces. Maybe that could be some friction as far as jiu-jitsu goes. Both been scrambling.
Oh, nice shots there over the face, right to the side of the face. He's trying to escape, trying to get out of here.
Stewart takes dominant position.
See, he's trying to get out, but he keeps pulling him back.
Right back to the side guard. Trying to stand it up here. Oh, a nice shot to the kidney area.
Right to the right side of his ribs.
Oh, he gets right into the mount position. But Pal's not giving up. As you can see, he's throwing punches off of his back, and that's a good sign. It shows that he's not overwhelmed. He's still under composure.
Got some blood on the mat here. None much though, not really a lot though.
Right back into this, right back into the guard of Cooper. We'll see, or I guess. Let's see here. Oh, full guard.
Yeah, I hear a lot of people say, you know, why doesn't he just start taking shots right now? Why is he just standing there? A lot of times they'll do that because if somebody tries to rush in and start punching, he might get punched. He might be the one that's getting hurt. So he's taking time right now to see what his opponent's gonna do, see if he's gonna make the first move, and maybe try to find a way to counter that.
There's also the possibility that maybe he's not landing any maybe Cooper's chin is a little too tough for his strikes. You know, maybe the things that he is landing, he's noticing aren't causing damage. Maybe he's trying to just out wrestle him, get that ground control.
Another thing is, you know, he can wait for him to throw a punch, maybe grab his arm in an arm bar, maybe try to put in a submission, try to make him tap out or put him to sleep, anything. Depends on what he's doing.
And that'd be interesting out of both these guys. Neither of them are really known for their submissions, so it'd be interesting to see one of them utilize that skill. Maybe one is, you know, better than the other.
Oh,
and it wouldn't take much. Yeah, that kicking his head off of his head. Herb Dean getting a starter for the second. Oh, Pal Cooper not touching gloves.
Might be a little bit angry that he wasn't able to
missing those punches.
be more on the offense in the first round. He was more on the defense, defending most of the time.
Well, you know, it's an interesting position. You've been there, I've been there. You lost to Mikey Truth Ashman, I believe twice. I believe once by on your back. You were trying to make your way to the cage. I've not lost in the octagon, but I have been on my back, and I know the position. It's not fun. Kyle Cooper getting taken down by H.J. Stewart. That's a nice single leg. It's interesting. It seems like Stewart is taking more advantage of the wrestling skill. Maybe found a hole in Cooper's game.
Could be.
Oh, he's parrying these strikes. That's very nice. That's wonderful movement out of H.J. Stewart.
A little worried for Cooper there on his last punches. He looked like he was a little bit tired there. He could be.
Maybe getting a little dazed, gassed. Oh, that big right
look
hand.
at that swing! Stewart with a beautiful
Oh,
swing
Stewart. Oh, he went for that takedown but got caught.
Yeah.
And now he seems a little gassed. He's not throwing.
He may have got
He's not really
dazed from
throwing
that
everything
punch.
into it. Oh, both men.
Oh!
Kick to the face from both men. Both still on their feet, and that shows the skill, the level of striking that these two men
Almost knocked
attained.
each other out right there.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. Both men. Oh, another head kick. That's that front leg, that right leg out of Cooper. Oh, another one. He really likes that kick. He's almost using it as a jab at this point.
Cooper's got that height advantage too.
Oh, he's just destroying him with these kicks. He's found a total opening.
Oh, nasty kicks from both guys here.
Oh, Stewart with the knee to the face.
Sneaking in a knee there.
That's wonderful kickboxing. That's an amazing kickboxing talent, especially able to pull that off against a guy like Kyle Cooper, who does pretty much fight in the Muay Thai style, which there's a lot of clinch. They're fighting a lot of the times in the clinch, throwing knees. Going for his own takedown, and he gets it. Oh, but I believe HJ's going for, I think he's going for maybe a triangle choke. Kyle Cooper's able to fight his way out of it. If he can stand up, I was going to say, front kick.
Almost knocked him down too.
Oh, but he says, come on, bring it on, Tom.
Yeah, he wants some
Put the hands
more.
up. Ooh, another kick from H.J.
And
Stewart.
Stewart gave it to him.
He did. He gave it right back. You want some? You got some.
Got that knee right to the shoulder.
Ooh, nice uppercut out of H.J. Stewart there.
Gonna try to take him down again.
This is where he's taking control of this fight.
Stewart, a lot of blood right now on his face. A lot of blood. He's taking some heavy shots from Cooper here.
Very heavy hands, and it's like I said earlier, it goes to show the chin that Cooper has to just swallow and eat all of those shots out of. Oh, but another uppercut, but again, still on his feet.
I think Stewart realized he was doing better on his feet than he was down there. Cooper actually got the advantage, surprising.
Oh my God, these two men just decided to go all out here.
Yeah, Cooper might be trying to take advantage of Stewart's earlier plans here that he's canceled out.
This is a 3-round fight. 15 seconds left in the second. Oh, if he can land some more strikes like that, this match could be, this fight could be over.
It'd be game over for Stewart.
Game, fight, night, match set and done, son.
Look.
Oh, there's that head kick earlier we saw in the fight. That could have been the turning point.
Yeah, he could have.
Cooper.
Oh, look at that takedown again. I mean, he could, when he took that kick, I mean, it couldn't have not only knocked him out, man. I mean, the way his neck went, it could have broke his neck. I'm glad he's all right.
Well, you know, being an athlete of this caliber, it's the physiques that these men attain, even the ones that you seem to think are not in the best shape, are all muscle hamsters. They're all it's really unbelievable, some of these guys. I've heard a term that used before, Gumby men, you know.
There's a reason why they're here in Alpha One.
And even outside Alpha One, you have families like the Gracies, and we've seen it before when how many of them have had their arms broken and not tapped.
Yeah.
Or like Nogueira, I believe he had his arm snapped by Frank Mir.
Yeah, even after broken bones, all the damage they've taken, they're still not willing to give up. They're not willing to quit. They're gonna keep going.
Oh, he's kicked out.
No,
This
Stewart.
could be it. But Cooper, I believe, letting him stand back up.
Regains consciousness.
Oh, going for those body shots. 134 total strikes landed for Cooper. At this point, if we're going based off of striking alone, he has to be winning this fight. But if you put in the takedown game out of Stewart, that's ooh, stomped the foot and he immediately let go. That's rare. You don't see that usually do any damage.
A lot of times, when they take these kicks from legs, knowing from experience, these guys are taking a lot of damage. It may not look like it hurts, but trust me, it hurts. But you gotta keep standing up. You don't want to go down, because if you go down, they'll try to take advantage.
Well, you definitely take beating in any MMA fight.
That's definitely.
And depending on who you fight, guys like Pal Cooper or even H.J. Stewart here, a leg kick from them was different than a leg kick from you, Mikey, me, the Emmets, the John Yonkers. I guess I could put John Yonkers in the same category. He has the same type of striking ability, but these guys, it's like hitting someone in the leg with a baseball bat, like a Louisville Slugger. It's a whole different game. And the crazy part is these guys throw their legs so hard, we've seen injuries. Like Anderson Silva when he kicked Chris Wheatman, he broke his leg completely in half.
Yeah, it was just a disgusting sight to see, man. But that's just how much damage that can be done throwing those kind of kicks.
Or when Michael Mendoza's career was ended in Alpha One, when he had his arm broken, kicked in the arm, it was destroyed. His arm shattered. Yeah, it's unbelievable. Some of these high-level kicking strikers, these kickboxers, Muay Thai, even some of these MMA guys, these true MMA talents. No real one shining talent. They're good at everything. Some of them have kicks that are unbelievable. Luke Rockhold, he's one of the guys that I can bring up. Amazing kicks. Pal Cooper's going right into that tie clinch, trying to throw the knees, and this could be the game changer in this matchup. This could be the thing that turns it around for him. if you put those takedowns from Stewart into account from early on, the first and second round, I almost have to give those 2 rounds to him. So if Cooper doesn't turn things around here, maybe he has to get the knockout. Ooh, nice tight clinch. Swings him right into that knee. But nice takedown. Turns around into a takedown on Kyle Cooper. Taking the dominant position. If he can posture up right here, maybe. Again, not known for his submissions, so I don't think he would try to waste or expel the last little bit of energy. 51 seconds left in the match. I'm expecting this man to just try and take top position control. But Stewart fighting to get to his feet.
Fight might go a decision if nobody can try to end this fight by knockout, by submission, whatever.
Oh, with that uppercut, that leading uppercut. Both men seem to be taking it easy. I think Cooper needs to step it up here. I don't think he has this fight won. Ooh, back spin kick.
Got about 10 seconds left here. Less than 10 seconds.
There's fight. That's the end of round 3.
Wow. Take a look back here. What happened in round 1?
See, and this is what I'm talking about early on. It was all Stewart. Head kick.
That was what I was talking about
head
earlier,
kick
too.
Directly.
He did
Head
that
kick
knee to the
directly
shoulder.
for takedown.
Knee to the shoulder, man.
Ooh!
That's where the...
And that could be the game change. That could be what swung the fight in Powell Cooper's way.
That's where the fight
That
could have ended,
knockdown.
man.
It definitely could have ended right there.
Still continuing. Let's see who wins.
By unanimous decision, Powell Cooper.
Congratulations to Powell Cooper.
His first win in the Alpha One Octagon. And it comes against the newcomer. Maybe a saving grace for both these men.
And that's not it for Powell Cooper. He's going to have to do a lot more to prove himself in the future, too, in his future fights. I wish him all the best of luck. Good job tonight, though.
Agreed. Wonderful showing. Up next, we're going to have this Ashman versus Sato. Ashman, the former middleweight champion of the world before losing to myself. This man, Jin Sato, he went down with a horrible shoulder injury. And maybe this layoff from Alpha One, this time that we've taken as a company to restructure, settle back in, gave him time. Well, it isn't. He did get it that time to heal up, and he's back.
Jin Sato.
Sato, sir. Sato.
He always gets mad when you forget his last name.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have heat with him for that. I don't know if you do it on purpose or not anymore, but hey. And the former middleweight champion of the world, Mike Ashman.
Coming from Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
Wonderful wrestling out of this man. When we had our fight, unbelievably strong, and I know firsthand. You know firsthand. This guy has a one-shot knockout power.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable, and as you can see, it looks like he's almost went up in size. Like he's maybe been training extra hard.
Working on his power.
Put a little more
his
time and
heavy hands already heavier.
Exactly, and that's a dangerous formula
I've heard
for this guy.
They're just rumors, but I've heard rumors. Maybe he can confirm it that he's been secretly training with Mike Tyson's. The rumors, though, that he probably knocked Mike Tyson out during one of their training sessions.
You know what? I've heard the exact same thing. It's an interesting story. I'm not sure. I'm not part of the camp. Can confirm or deny, but his camp never came out and denied, and neither did the Tyson camp. There was no real uproar. So I think there's a good possibility that it's true.
Most definitely.
Tyson's not that big himself. People seem to forget that he's not the biggest guy himself. I think he stands similar height to Mike Ashman here. Just put on a little more extra pounds. I think, no offense to Tyson, but I think he had a little bit of extracurricular help. Oh!
Opening moments of this fight. Let's see who we get.
Jin Sato, they seem to be feeling each other out. No man. Oh, nice parry. Just ducking right out of the way out of that strike. Right out of the way. Oh, body kick out of Mike Ashman. Oh, both these men just throwing. Neither man giving up or giving in. Ashman has something to prove. After being knocked out for his middleweight championship of the world, he is on a tear. He has to do something to make a comeback. And at one of our untelevised events, that before making our comeback here, before we can get back onto the pay-per-view setting, back on the MWN, you guys actually had a fight to determine the number one contendership for tonight, who would be fighting in the main event. And you got revenge on Ashman. So you can see, especially after that fight, he's on a whole new level. He's using his wrestling completely. He's not trying to stand, but as I say that, he goes right back to his feet.
Yeah. Gotta have a lot more, what's the word I'm looking for? Not exactly aggression, but motivation, I guess I would say. Motivation.
Oh, and you know he's motivated. He has to be motivated.
Yeah. Gotta be motivated. Taking a loss to me, of course.
Well, not only he lost his title. Yeah. He lost the number one contendership match to get back. He could smell it. He could taste it.
Yeah. And you mean after our fight, I'm more than gladly give him a rematch for the title. It'll be great.
And that's an interesting factor right there. What was different going into that fight with Ashman? Because it was a different fight. You dominate.
I mean, since Alpha One, since it's been getting ready for season 2, I've been just training harder, been more focused, mainly because I'm more of a submission guy, but I've been working on my strikes as well. Been working on my strikes to become a better striker, because I know that was where I was a little weak at, but now I feel I'm a lot better, and that was mainly, what I think what was the difference maker personally for me against Mike Ashman.
Alpha One, I know leading up to this, knives, rights and lefts. Those are left hands out of Mike Ashman. He's controlling the ground methodically, and if he continues, he's going for a guillotine. If he can roll back, but Sato, judo specialist, basically its own form of wrestling, and they know how to handle themselves on the ground. So submissions.
Mikey telling him to get on up, but he takes him back down. Sato
this fight, this is why this is an interesting fight. You have a judo specialist versus a wrestling specialist, which means Sato's going to try and go for the clinch, but ooh, nice right. That's a right hand to the back of the head. I'm not sure if that was an illegal strike, but the ref's not calling it, so who am I to call it?
Danny and
Mike Ashman's trying everything to get back to his feet.
Yeah. Like he tried to go for another guillotine there. Like he's trying to go for something.
I think he's just trying to
take advantage.
I think he reverses the position. Takes the back.
Sato trying to roll out here. Uh-oh. Better be careful here, Mike.
Well, this is Sato's specialty, and Mikey's quick to get out of it. But if Sato was able to cinch in that rear naked choke, that could have been the end of this fight.
This is real interesting here. It's not mostly strikes. It's a lot of wrestling going on between these two.
Oh, left hand out of Ashman.
Just as I say, he sneaks in that left.
Someone is bleeding profusely onto the mat.
Could be anyone at this point. I think it's Mikey.
Oh, I believe that it is Ashman.
He's taking some heavy shots here. But that's the end of round one.
Oh, it is Ashman's left eye. Ashman's able to get these takedowns early. He's really able to control this top game, and this is where he excels. And I've always, it's hard being in this Alpha One because we are all friends outside of this. There's a camaraderie. We are brothers. There's that brotherhood. Exactly. We're going out there and we're literally sharing blood, sweat, and tears at times out in that octagon. Now, this is real. I've said it before. This isn't that fake wrestling crap that you see in like OWF, Alpha One. That doesn't happen here. You know, you don't see that here. This is real. There's a real respect going on here. I know that a lot of those wrestling guys. Oh, an uppercut thrown straight out of Sato. Two of them follows it up. I know that a lot of those and I don't want to hurt their feelings. I know a lot of those wrestler guys. They're brothers. They have fun. They enjoy what they do. But it's a whole different level when you're going out there like this, truly throwing your body at someone's head or waist or leg as hard as you can, trying to hurt them. That's the point of the game. And if you're not trying to hurt someone, you shouldn't be in it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Either way.
It doesn't matter as much as you care about something. I mean, take this for example. I don't want anybody to like get the wrong idea, but basically, if you, for example, if you love somebody as much as your wife, but you have to fight her in the ring, you got to do everything you can to win. Sometimes that's what it feels like, depending on how close, how much you care about somebody that's standing across that ring from you. You have to try to do what you have to do to be the best. If you truly want to be the best fighter in the world, that's what you got to do.
It's very true. You have to put everything on the line when it comes to the moment. Just like these two men, Jin Sato, he's taking control of this second round. He's putting everything on the line. He understands that if he doesn't do something, that if he doesn't take control of this fight, Ashman will. Ashman will take control of this pace. Look, there's a single leg right there, right as I'm talking about it. Ashman will take control of this fight in an instant.
Right now, Ashman, again, man, these guys have been just going out there. This is just a lot of wrestling between these guys. I think maybe Ashman's trying to get in a submission here. I mean, we talked about earlier how good Mike's strikes are. Maybe he wanted to take everyone off their game and try to show what he can do with the submission game as well.
Taking the back, putting both hooks in, and he's able to take that full mount. But it's interesting, he stands right back up.
Throwing him off his game.
Maybe he's trying to outpoint him in this match. Maybe he's trying to outscore him, aiming for that points contest. Which is a big thing in MMA nowadays. You see a lot of people trying that. And it works. Takedown. Beat him up a little bit on the ground. Get up. Another takedown. Because with that 10-point must system, that's going to score you the points. Judges are going to see that as the winner.
Nasty kick there.
Yeah, followed up by some huge head strikes. Oh, but Ashman throws catches the kick right after an uppercut of his own. That big strike out of Sato to the face, followed by a takedown. Ashman trying to take full advantage of this positioning.
Sneaking in some rights there.
If he can take if he can posture up from here, this might be the most dominant position he's going to find on the ground. Oh, but it's reversed by Sato. He's able to roll it over and get straight to the mount position. This is very dangerous for Mike Truth.
Sato like he was trying to go for a little bit of a punch there, and Mikey threw him off a little bit. Didn't throw him all the way off, but threw his hand out of the way at least.
Neither man trying to expel too much energy, which personally, 3-round fight. At this point, I'm gonna try and go a little harder. I have the dominant position. If I was in Sato's position, I'm gonna do everything I can to stop this man Ashman. He is unbelievably strong, and we've seen it before. One-shot knockouts.
Ashman gonna try to turn things around.
And there we go. This is exactly what I'm talking about. These strikes from Ashman are on a whole different level. He seems to find power from somewhere else. It's like he's able to draw power from the fans, the aura, the building. He goes Super Saiyan, I believe.
Punch to the ribs right there. Try to take the energy out, take the air out of him. Got about 5 seconds
Ground
left.
strikes.
Blood everywhere.
Ashman finishing the round in the top position is probably the best thing for him.
Man.
That in itself could probably win him that round. But that would give 2 rounds. Ashman, if he can coast, if he can take things easy through his 3rd round, I'm scoring an Ashman win.
Brutal kicks.
But I don't think that's what he wants. I'm pretty sure he wants to come out and dominate, which is very interesting. Sato's able to he's able to withstand a lot of those blows.
See those replays, man. When he did that first kick, I remember when I saw it, I was like, I was thankful he was okay, but it looked like he almost could have broke his leg on that kick. That's how much force he put into that kick. That's how much
Hyperextending the knee. It was unbelievable. Almost I'm surprised it wasn't. That's what I said earlier too. The Gumby men. You see these guys? They take bumps. They take they take bruises. They
bumps, bruises, cuts.
Take their bodies to limits that the average man possibly couldn't.
These guys just going at it. But that nasty kick by Mike almost brought Sato off his feet.
Egging him on. Mike Ashman, not known for his taunting during fights.
That could be some more that Mike Tyson taught him.
Exactly. That's maybe it wasn't just a sparring session. Maybe he's been spending some time down at with Uncle Tyson. Ooh, that inside leg kick.
Oh, that was beautiful. He caught his foot right there, man.
Ashman is not giving up, and neither is Sato.
He got to be careful. His hair might be blinding him at this point.
And we don't want him to end up with a hairline fracture. That is horrible. We've seen it before. Ashman with that top position, trying to gain that mount. If he can just get that that right leg over the abdomen, going for the north-south. Both these men expelling everything here in this 3rd round. You can see neither man giving up. Both men trying to gain a dominant position or get out of, Sato's trying to do everything he can to, I believe, get back to his feet.
See him just draining energy, draining blood, draining sweat.
The mat is splattered with Ashman's blood. That's pretty much 100% Ashman out there.
Yeah.
And that just goes to show his will. He's winning this fight. A lot of people in this world would see that blood and it would freak them out. They wouldn't know what to do with themselves in that moment.
Yeah, speaking of that mat.
Ooh!
Oh, wait a minute. Ashman guy. He's backing up a little bit. You see that? Taking too much shots right there. You can't take too many. I was going to say, though, speaking of that mat, with that blood, Mikey's blood all over it. You know, we're sponsored by Monster. I got my Monster Energy drink right here, right by me. Hope you guys at home got yours.
You can hear I got mine right next to you too, brother. I don't know if it's the best thing to have during a fight, but Ashman able to take the top position, gaining the dominant. Again, there he is, full mount, going for. I believe this is a seated triangle. We've seen this before. He's able, if he can step this over, this could become an armbar.
This might be it.
Oh, he's rolling into an armbar. I thought it was a triangle choke.
He's got it.
Oh, he's got it hyperextended, but Jin Sato is not tapping. There it is. There's the tap. Mike Ashman wins the first fight. 2. I believe now he goes 3-2 in Alpha 1.
This is what I was talking about, man. Everybody expected Mikey to try to get a knockout, try to get a strike, but this is what he's been.
No one expected a submission out of this man. It's unbelievable. Stepping his game up. This is a whole new version. This is something we've never seen him utilize in his arsenal. Armbar. It's a devastating move, and if you can master this move. It's almost unstoppable. You really need to know what you're doing to defend that move, especially from a high-level jiu-jitsu player. And Ashman has us posed surprise.
Amazing.
Your winner by submission, Mike Ashman.
What a fight between these two. Hats off also. To Sato here tonight. He put up one hell of a fight tonight. It is a very
interesting matchup, and they went all out until the very end. Up next, Loose Huntsinger versus Beyond. Coming out with the Pebbles haircut. You know, it's funny because being married to an MMA fighter myself, you see a lot of these women with the weirdest haircuts that you're going to see in your life, but it makes sense from that standpoint, right? A girl like Rose Namajunas, she shaved her hair off and went on to become very successful after doing that.
Yep, she's focused more on the fight than her looks, and that's a good thing because that's going to result in wins.
Like I said, it comes into play in the fight game as well. You're not having to worry about hair in your face, hair in your eyes. I still have the long hair. I keep it long.
I mean, we saw that with Mikey earlier when the hair got in his face. You know, he didn't even try to move his hair out of his face. You know, he just was focused still. See as much as he could and try. Because if he tries to move his hair out of his face, that's going to open up an opportunity for his opponent right there.
It affects different fighters differently. Some people it's almost like they can see through their hair. It's like it's non-existent. Where some people it becomes a distraction. You see it time and time again. More women tying their hair up tighter and tighter and tighter, pulling their foreheads back into the middle of their head. And by the end of it,
and just like you said with Rose, just cutting it all off.
Exactly, and I think that's probably the most logical point that you're going to be at.
That's definitely
29-32, 5-6, 5-5. A little bit of a reach advantage. Kevin Sullivan, the referee.
Are you ready? You ready?
Both women hesitant to touch gloves. Both men. So, I'm gonna hear about that later when I get home.
A little bit hesitant.
Big left out of Bianchi.
Didn't want to touch gloves and then
Yeah.
get.
Ooh, that front hook kick.
Beautiful kick too.
You know, being married, we try to keep our training separate. Try to keep things as neutral as possible. With me being commentating, having this position in Alpha One, and us starting this new women's division. I kind of have to come into it. I don't want to be biased, but I always kick to the face.
Almost went down there, but keeps her ground.
Both women just throwing everything into every punch.
It's USA chants from the crowd. You can tell whose side.
Ooh, head body. That leg kick. Muay Thai clinch, if she can get these knees. These are like home run shots. Ooh, sweeps her to the ground. That is totally unexpected on Bianchi's. She didn't see that coming. She was trying to defend the knees. Dominant position from Bulletproof. Able to posture up, throwing those elbow strikes to the abdomen.
I think the referee has to watch out for it too. I know that might be a tough job. Is making sure there's no hair grabbing.
There wasn't much hair to grab on Bianchi's part, but no offense to Bianchi, but I think that's an unwritten rule here in MMA. I don't think if one of these women are going to do that, that's going to probably fall harder on her. Taking the dominant position from the back, trying to get both hooks in. Ooh, rolling her over, taking that back clench.
She gotta be careful here. Bianchi.
She's going for the rear naked.
Yeah. If she.
Oh, she's getting a little deep.
Oh wait, what?
She switched.
Oh!
Submission. She wins with the submission transition tap out.
Oh my God!
Wins by submission. Transition armbar.
She was going for the rear naked choke.
She went a headlock. She went rear naked choke. Transitioned into an armbar. That's 2 armbars on the night, folks.
Trying to bring her in with that, try to trick her basically with that rear naked choke. Then last second she saw that arm out and grabbed it, wrenched back, got the submission. Congratulations, what a win! Good night for Hunsinger.
Definitely not what anyone was expecting. You're expecting her to utilize her wrestling, which is her strong point, but that was some high-level jiu-jitsu skill. Galore versus Court.
What a fight this should be.
This is going to be very interesting. Court, a former boxing champion, heavy hands, likes to keep it on his feet. This is going to be a very interesting fight.
Court was a pretty successful boxer, but his heart just truly wasn't into boxing. It was more into MMA. He wanted to come on down here to Alpha 1. Hopefully he can get become one of the greatest to ever walk through Alpha 1. That's what everyone's...
Owen Glore entering the octagon.
Amazing fighters going up here in the octagon. Everyone that steps through the ring, of course, into the cage.
Glore, being 18, the youngest fighter on the roster by a few months. I believe there's a couple other young men, but again, amazing wrestler. Has been really working on excelling in the different areas, from jiu-jitsu to boxing to kickboxing, trying to mix it up, trying to become a complete MMA fighter. And truth be told, the wrestling base is the best base to start out in any form of MMA. If you're going to try and start some Brazilian jiu-jitsu, even having a high school level wrestling background is amazing. Here we go. Mario Yamazuki getting things started. Both men touch gloves.
Here we go. Oh!
Court quick to get that boxing skill. Quick to get the boxing match started. Ooh.
Throwing that knee. He didn't get him with that knee, but could take him off his game plan.
Owen taunting him, says, "Bring it on." Arms outstretched. You know, interesting fact about Owen. They call him the Cyclops for a reason. He is blind in one eye. And the fact that he is here on this level in Alpha 1 doing this with one eye is amazing. Only guy that comes to mind that's even similar is a Michael Bisping. But he can still kind of see. It's just... But... It's unbelievable that he's out there doing this on this level with only one eye.
I've actually been in the octagon with Owen, though. That eye, the thing that he's got to watch out for with that eye is, you know, it does take out the vision. Because when I kicked him in his face for a knockout, he did not see it coming. He didn't see it coming. So, of course, everybody's going to try to use that to his advantage. But they also got...
I don't know if he necessarily didn't see it coming or if it was just a good shot on your end, sir. But... you can't take away from his skill here in the octagon. The man did get himself a paid job. Those knee strikes out of both men. Court really utilizing that boxing and following it up with a leg kick or a head kick of his own.
Interesting thing about that, you know, it could be like with Mikey again, man. We didn't expect him to do submissions. I didn't personally expect Court to start bringing out kicks, but he could bring out a kick and try a knockout.
All of these men have had about
I think he's getting a little bit too
year and a half.
cocky here. He could get knocked out in this fight doing that. You can't get too cocky like that. But like you said, you know, the guy's young. He's still got a lot of future ahead of him, you know.
Well, if you look at the two Diaz brothers, both men are cocky. Both men have their brash moments, and that just goes to show that maybe that attitude leads to some form of success. Both men have had their amount of losses, but they've never given up. Owen Glore with these body shots, really trying to take advantage. It's interesting to see him utilize his boxing against a former boxing champion.
There's a lot of quick strikes there.
He actually has Court on the move. Court is backing up. Ooh, that overhand shot from Glore.
lot of quick punches here from both men. Tried to go for a takedown, but Court pushed him off. Tried to go for it again here. This time, reversing rolls here.
Oh, Court egging him on, says, come on, let's do this. Waving at him with that lead hand. Oh, and Owen Glore again, still just taunting him. Oh, but Court with those shots.
Uh-oh.
He followed that opening up right. If he can keep him here pinned up against his cage. Glore smart to circle out, take the center of the octagon.
Glore's gotta be careful here. He's got some powerful strikes. Got a minute left for the. Oh, wait a minute! Glore now
taking the top position.
took him down, took his legs out. He fell to the ground. And now Glore. Oh, hard strikes here.
I believe he was trying for some form of submission there, but Glore is just too strong. Fights right out of it, uses his strength to overpower.
That was a brutal elbow there. Court right now, he's just trying to find a way to escape right now. But Glore, he's bleeding, it looks like. 10 seconds. What a round one fight.
Where the hell did Mikey go, yo? Bruh, where the hell did Mikey go? We need him here like right now. So you know, this ain't gonna work out. Well, I mean, shit, it's gonna work out for. Here we go. We'll just have him do the match on his own, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, we could do that.
Glore, Court. Round 2. Let's get things started. Ooh, head kick out of Glore.
As soon as they touch gloves, they come strikes right afterwards.
Strikes. Both these men just exchanging. No love lost. Ooh, both men missing with those huge shots.
Court right now just trying to play around with him, trying to probably bring him in, reel him in. Uh-oh. Ooh, that was some knees. Knees from Owen.
Well, it'll be interesting to see if he can follow this up. He goes for the takedown, which is his dominant. You can tell Court is down.
That's the second time that's happened. It happened in the first round, but he got back up quicker this time, avoiding what happened in the first round.
Ooh, big right hand out of Glore.
Kind of like deja vu. We already saw that in the first
Does
round.
deja vu work if you're
Oh, he took him down again.
Can you see things twice, or is it just once?
I haven't film I've seen this in from a different viewpoint before.
You ain't gonna bless me?
Oh, well, bless you. My bad.
Nice knees followed up by those strikes.
Good thing that your nose are just filled up with boogers now, because a little bit later they'll be filled up with blood. I'm just saying.
I'm allergic to this Jersey Shore, my friend.
Oh, Court took a nice right hand to the face there, but didn't go down.
These knees. Oh, going for the throw.
Oh! Takes Owen down.
it's interesting to see Court take advantage of this top game, especially against such a dominant wrestler in Glore. Ooh, get to his feet, throwing a strike at. Oh, but Glore is just not holding back.
Glore, man, has so much cockiness, so much confidence. Oh! Oh, God! He tried to.
And he's still taunting. Says, bring it on.
He says, bring it on. He takes a huge kick to the face, but he's still got so much confidence even after taking hard kicks like this. I mean, he just.
Which is interesting because he has to be losing this fight at this point. Taking all these shots, he has to be losing this fight. Ooh, but start throwing some leather of his own. Knocking the sweat off of Fort's head.
Fort, though, he felt you had to take him down quickly because he's taking too much strikes. Too much strikes too quickly.
Oh, I believe Glore's bleeding out of the nose. I think one of those shots broke his nose. We'll see if he's as cocky as he was. Ooh, takedown from Glore. And this is where he needs to take full advantage. He needs to move into the full mount and start throwing the strikes that he's known for.
Interesting thing about Owen's, confidence is, he can actually back it up. He's been backing it up here in this fight. But he needs to be careful right now. He might get trapped in a submission.
He's able to fight directly out of it and take the full mount. This is this just goes to show the level of wrestling that this kid has attained throughout his career. Ooh, going for the elbow strikes. Able to get through on that last one.
Fort trying his best to cover up, but that last one took a hard shot. Trying to roll over and protect himself.
Court is trying to do everything he can to get back to his feet. He is realizing that this is not the position he wants to fight in.
Less than 10 seconds.
6 seconds left. 4, 3.
That's the end of round 2. Going to round 3 now.
And you can see both these men threw everything into these strikes. Head kicks out of Glore, followed up by these were these knees you were talking about. He hit him right in the solar plexus. Ooh, followed by another knee.
Look at that takedown here coming up from Court.
Big throw at Court.
Beautiful. Speaking of beautiful.
I plead the fifth.
Here we go, let's go. You ready? Are you ready? Let's go, come on.
Here we go, start of round 3.
Third and final round. That was a nasty shot there by Glore to open things up. Court really going back and forth here. Oh, that was a nice block from Glore. Blocking that kick.
Both these men understand that this round, it changes everything. I believe that it's 1-1 at this point. And if either one wants to win by decision, they need to do something to dominate this round. Now, someone will end up winning this fight. Hood is going to be the guy that gives it more in these final rounds. This final round.
Right now, every second counts. Damn, right in the gut with it, dude. Gets him right up against the cage.
Exactly.
Oh! See how he dug that kick right there.
That's a comfort zone for Court. You can see himself fighting out of it. It's almost like he's fighting against the ropes in boxing. A lot of guys like to do that. It's a comfort zone. The Diaz brothers like to get in that corner and fight and throw jabs out of it.
Glore has so much confidence, and he's actually, like I said earlier, backing it up. I mean, Court
these big
kicks or
uppercuts out of Glore.
They'll be covered up. Heavy shots they're taken by Court. Every time Court takes a heavy shot, takes Owen down. Ooh.
these knees, Glor keeps following up with these knees on every strike, every combo. There seems to be a
Oh
knee.
my God, this is just a slugfest now. Both guys going at it right there.
He's saying, "Test my chin." You want to try? Test my chin.
Man. Oh. Took a kick over to the head though.
He's going for those body shots, really trying to work the body with those leg kicks, and he's able to stuff the takedown.
You see Owen's body really bruised too.
It's going to be interesting to see how he handles himself here for the next few days. If he goes on to win this fight, he's still going to be battered. Both these men trying for the tie clinch, switching up. Ooh, no! That's a big left.
Owen might be out here.
Glor is able to fight his way, at least able to gain some composure, but that was huge. Ooh, Glor with some big shots of his own.
Almost over there for Owen, you know. Look at this. Look at how focused he is now.
Really putting it into a different level, going into that next gear, trying to take things over, take control of these final 90 seconds. But Court reverses it, takes the mount.
Third final round here. Owen trying to turn things around.
Ooh, with the punches. Those are big left hands from Glor.
Oh man. Heavy shots, getting a lot of power built up in those punches.
Neither men giving up here in the final minutes. The final minute. This is the make it or break it moment. Whoever finishes in the dominant position, I believe, will be the victor.
Might not even go to a decision here, Owen, with those heavy strikes.
Owen's really trying to get the finish before the end of this third.
Yeah. The Court's not letting him here. He's not going to let him do that.
Big left from Glor.
Court's smart here. Moving a lot so he doesn't... Oh, but Owen's still trying to strike in those heavy shots right now.
Everything he can do to try and hit this man in the face.
Oh, man. 10 seconds left in the final round now. Owen tried to get a heavy strike there, but Court able to push him off before he got hit with anything. That's the end of the third round. We're going to take it to a decision here, but let's look back at what happened in round one here. Look at that.
Big right hand, that overhand right out of Glor. He just really took control of this fight in ways that I was not expecting. As we've seen before, excellent wrestler, but it's been 2 years. All of the fighters here in Alpha One have had 2 years to grow and learn.
Most definitely.
Both been destroyed and battered, bruised, gonna take home some war paint. Owen Glor, your victor by decision.
Congratulations to Owen Glor here tonight. Wow.
Definitely a war. Both these men, neither man's a loser, in my opinion. Both men walked away from this fight. Up next, we have our welterweight title fight. Stephen Ryan Garland, Jonathan Yonkers. This rivalry has gone on since the beginning of Alpha One. These two men, Garland choking out Yonkers with the sitting triangle choke, armbar combination. It's become his signature move. He uses it time and time again. We've seen it multiple times. This is going to be fun.
And you see Yonkers, he's been on a lot of on most of his interviews. He's just saying straight and simple, man. He's gonna knock. This is a quote from Yonkers. He's gonna knock his black ass out. Garland right now, from what I understand.
He holds no back. He holds no punches, be it on Twitter, be it in person, or be it with his hands. He's definitely a brash human being.
Garland, he says he's confident. He has a
Coming
lot.
out to that no Vaseline. Maybe that's a statement to that black ass.
Garland, though, stays confident. He says he still respects Yonkers, though. He says they're going to have a great fight, but he's going to be the one that's laying down on that mat. So let's see what happens. A lot of confidence between both these guys in this fight.
It wouldn't be surprising if Garland won by knockout, by submission. He's really going out there to... he was the only man ever sponsored by the Bruce Lee gear. That sets a whole different tone. But we would like to thank Reebok and their sponsorship of Alpha One. It's truly an amazing thing. Really sets the fighters apart from everyone else. No more are you getting people confused, and I know that wasn't even really a big issue, but Bruce Buffer. We'd like to welcome Mike Ashman to the booth. Ashman joining me and Joseph here after his victory earlier in the night. How's it going, Ashman?
Hey, what's up? How you guys doing? You guys can hear me? The world can hear me?
It's going good. Everyone can hear you, and it's going to be a very interesting night. You're making your comeback in that middleweight division, but there are rumors you might be stepping into the welterweight division. You stepping down?
We're gonna try. We're gonna see where we fit. And, you know, it's all a climb, it's all a chase for one thing, and that's that gold. So we're gonna see what's
true.
up.
You could possibly be the first ever middleweight and welterweight champion.
It's gonna go down. You know what it is. Alpha One. We're all about making history. We gotta.
Oh, did you see
Look
that?
at this. Hey.
Either Yonkers not returning the glove touch.
Got a little.
No respect out of Yonkers.
A little respect
Ooh,
there, though.
those knees
Yo,
out
in the
early.
middle of this
It's
fight,
surprising to see Stephen Garland fighting him standing up. He should be going for a takedown early. That's we'll see that here. Ooh,
Hey.
nice inside.
Sometimes you're forced to stand up.
yo, once we get to the third round, though, I'm gonna get out here, get ready for my fight.
Exactly. Once he gets back. Oh, that uppercut from you, followed by a head kick. Oh, body kick.
Ooh, when he dropped
If it's not over right
dropped
now,
him.
He has him
Then
down.
follow up.
oh my
He
God!
had to follow up. And the referee
That's
stopped
it.
it. The referee stopped it. That's it.
That's
We
the
have
end
a
of the
new
fight. There's the
champion.
man. If you're going down in weight class, that is the man that you will have to see as your champion. Quick, goes cross-eyed on the way down. The quickest
Caught
one.
him. Caught him
On his
flush.
I guess we gotta get ready for our fight now.
Hey.
Have to get out
I'll be riding this thing solo, it looks like.
Mike Ashman, it was a joy to call that 13-second fight with you. I will see you as the champion of the middleweight division after this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be sure to wake him up after our fight. So, good luck,
I was
Mikey,
just
with the
say-
counter fight.
Man. Fighting Choice Awards, and we have our winner right here. Due to knockout, Yonkers. Taking the gold home with him, defeating Garland. The fans here in the Prudential Center in Jersey that card. Great fights back to back all night. We're gonna go straight into our main event. Hunsinger versus Collins. Middleweight championship. Are you ready? This is when the nerves start to kick in. You're making that way down. See, Collins has a lot to prove. He's been on a roll on our new season. Alpha One gearing up with his camp behind him. The conditioning's gonna have to play a big role. And the submission and he forcing his opponent down, that man being Hunsinger. You have to put that excellent submission techniques to play here to get 1 inch closer to holding that championship. With the crowd going crazy, Collins making his rounds. The lights go out and we await the one and only champion. Oh. Let you all take that all in. A true champion is on his way out right now. Here we go. Moments like these is what creates legendary matches, legendary fights, legendary moments. This is history right here for Alpha One. Taking over all platforms of combat. He's had the fans buzzing. He's a jiu-jitsu master, and he'll be putting that to play here tonight. Look at the danger in his eyes as he makes his round here in Jersey. The crowd going crazy. The tail of the tape is up. The age and height all falling in the side of Rocco, as long as also the reach. Collins, every now and then he finds himself being a smaller man in that cage. And take a look at both men in their corners. Their cans behind their back. They've trained hard for this, and here we go. Gold is on the line. Respect, pride, bragging rights, you name it. This fight is going to separate from the champions to those trying to climb up in the rankings and become a contender. Both these guys went in here from calling fights here tonight to now being faced up one-on-one against each other. Both these guys bleeding that blue, red, and red. The American boys. But only one. He's gonna walk out of here with supreme victory. As the ref brings it in, we see that show of respect. Oh, here we go. They always add so little interest when the respect is thrown out the window. And here we go, round one. We start things off. Hey, we pound it down. Both these men standing up, Hunsinger the champ. coming into this thing. Collins has had an unexpected climb to the championship. Many have doubted him, and he's proved all his doubters wrong as he's dodging those punches, throwing in those head kicks. Hey, these guys trading those shots. If I was Collins, I want to cut my opponent down. You want to cut the champion down, which it looks like he almost did with that head kick rocking him. And Rocco, you see, so smart. He knows what to do. He knows his way around the cage. As he tries to gain control of a full mount, Rocco trying to block it, building his guard. It's a lot of work when you're working on the ground, trying to avoid any sort of ground and pound. It's forcing you to work. It's a game of chess in this cage. And Hunsinger, oh, there we go. Back to the basics, amateur wrestling takeover right there. As Joseph, his ground game, sort of hypnotic, falling into play as he finds that full mount. And hey, Hunsinger, you don't want to give up that back too much unless you have a game plan. Both men showing they're dangerous on the ground. So this is going to be a great matchup. And these guys trading shots. Hunsinger needs to get his back way off that cage so he can maneuver, which he has. The first round, a lot of guys, you want to feel your fighter out, feel your opponent out, play around with your reach, see what the ground game is like before you know you can really drive things into the driver's seat and take control. You want to try to find an opening, which these two are wasting no time on. Hey, trading shots, and Rocco making sure he doesn't get tagged. Brings the fight to the ground, building his full mount, which he has, protecting. Joseph trying to protect himself from being caught in that armbar or any sort of arm submission set up by Rocco. Rocco with that full mount in the driver's sweep. Throwing down those punches. Picking him up. What is this? Oh, looked like he was going to pick him up for a slam, but no, going to a cross guard, back to full mount position, raining down punches. Joseph catching himself open in a dangerous predicament. We could have this fight finished in the first round. The first of 5. 55 seconds in the first. Joseph, he just needs to hold on. Hold on to this ride. Rocco up top, staying in control. Oh, and you see Hypnosis sliding in, finding a way. Where there's a will, there's a way, and he's finding his way to avoid any sort of submission and gaining his guard, climbing into a full mount. Hopefully, that is the goal. And oh, he's dropping those elbows. Almost got me all choked up. 8 seconds in. 6, 5, 3, 2, and hey. These guys bring it down. The first round, pretty iffy, very even, and split down the middle between the two. As their corner is going to tend to these cuts And hey, you see that replay, that head kick definitely almost changed things in favor for Collins. Rocco, his ground game. Whenever in doubt, he's brought in that fight back to the ground. Putting down that beating, he's opened up Collins. As we go into round 2, both fighters going to keep key notes on the cuts and damages done in the first round and in the first early going of this fight. Repeated body shots opening up, breaking down those arms, bringing them down so it opens up that face. To a nasty set of punches and combinations, and here we go. Both these guys have a very similar combat background. And hey, that high knee, dangerous. Dragging down Joseph Collins close to the middle of that octagon as he tries to muscle and make his way, his climb into gaining his full guard and his full control. And he's draining down those elbows. And you want to get the tip of your elbow into that cut as he's throwing in those punches. Rocco want to rip open that cut over the eye that Joseph has. And you see he's working on it like an evil scientist, working on a formula to destroy the world. He's trying to destroy the hopes and dreams of Joseph. And it's that heart, that determination, the passion to be a champion that Joseph carries through all his fights has brought him this far, helped him climb that ladder, find those keys to success. Hey, Joseph trying to slow this fight down, bring it back into his game. Work on any openings he sees on Rocco, which could be the body. I don't know if that's just bloodstains from the ground game earlier from Joseph, or that could be bruises on the side there, Rocco. And you see these guys are crossing their guards in this clinch, trying to gain control. That is what this fight is all about. Any fight in this cage is all about. You want to be a step ahead of your opponent by any means necessary. Hey, trying to connect as much combinations, feel as loose as possible in there. And especially when you're underground, you want to control that breathing. As Joseph forcing Rocco back onto his back. Hunsinger showing off his master streak. He's a masterpiece when it comes to constructing these grounding pound transitions into his submissions. The north-south right there, making it harder to breathe for Joseph, forcing him to work that much harder. And you see Joseph not giving up, trying to create that space. Hey, and closing any space for Hunsinger to throw in any of those jabs and punches into that open wound above the eye. Joseph needs to spin out of this, find any openings that Hunsinger is going to leave out. and trying to climb on top of the full mount. Continue to grab hold and close in. And he flips the script. 3 seconds left in the second round. In our main event here for Alpha One. You all need to subscribe. Stay connected with the Empire team right here on the Empire Online Network channel for all your combat action provided here by the Empire boys and the Empire team. You go through those highlights here now for one, providing you back-to-back action-packed fights on this card with a new season in your ass, just like that. You're going to round 3 and that beauty. Wee. We see, baby. You're going into round 3 now. Herb Dean bringing it in. Collins. Hunsinger. Collins. The main event for Alpha One. Kicking the new season off with a shebang. These two trading off. Been on fire since round 1, and he drops and kicks his leg right out of his leg. Dropping Collins. Collins trying to fire back. You know, dropping them bows. He drops Collins. He's working on those legs. Total strikes landed. Hunsinger 81. Collins 74. Showing the strikes. Hunsinger is in the driver's seat. Collins, he needs to pick it up a little more. As far as strikes are concerned, to lean the judges back onto his side, as you have 2 rounds left in this fight. Collins backed up into that cage. Dangerous predicament. He could use the cage to help him out. To move around, bounce off of, maneuver. However, Hunsinger, the fighter that he is, he's very aware of this. Trying to block off any sort of connection for Collins to gain any leverage. I'm pushing him off. Focusing on this full mount. Collins turning over in a dangerous predicament. You don't want to give up that back, thinking twice. Crossing over into that cross guard, back up, bringing the fight back down and throwing those punches to the side. Collins, Rocco really in control of this right now. Collins, you do not want to give up that full mount position and have Rocco in control. He will start raining down those punches. He will start throwing down an unprecedented mercy, a ground and pound, turning to the submission. He needs to transition and clean into that guard. Sink in those arms. Connect. Will Joseph tap? He's in a dangerous predicament and he's twerking it. He's twerking it. And Joseph, he's tapping. So far you can push. The pressure on that arm before it snaps. Joseph tried to hold on. You can see it. He connected it, synced it in, and that is all she wrote. Right there, he synced it right in. You see the pressure on the elbow. And in no time, Joseph has to submit, tap out, give up, or give up that arm. If you go into the final decision, it is clear. Hunsinger retains. He stays on top of the mountain as he ends off Alpha One here in the Prudential Center in Jersey. It was back-to-back fights. We thank you all for tuning in on this episode of Alpha One. I'm your homie Mike. Franco, Joseph, the whole team here at Alpha One. We'd like to thank you all. New York, New Jersey, have a good night. This was Alpha One.